Hello, welcome to the Soulprint Minis. This is going to be for Wednesday, the I think I would know that, the 26th. Okay. So thank you very, very much for being here. Thank you so much for the support of the channels. For those of you who sent healing energy my work, I'm having a heck of a time with my hips. Thank you. I appreciate that. We're going to keep moving forward. I do want to just take a moment and share with you a comment that was made in the comment section. And I'm hoping if you are inspired, you will, do as the comment suggests. Here it is. Now, this is from Celestial Light Worker. She resides in Nova Scotia, Canada. Good morning, Cyndy. Currently, we in Nova Scotia are dealing with the after effects of record rains on Friday. I would ask those in this community to please send healing energy to the people of the province battered by fire and water events. There were 4 people that were just missing. 2 of them were children. As of right now, my understanding is they have recovered 4 bodies. So whatever happened there, those 4 little souls did not survive. There has been, a state of emergency called on the planet. They actually saw a beaver, which is kind of funny. The beaver is one of our national animals, right? It's on our nickel coin. Anyways, they saw a beaver swimming down a major highway. So that's not funny, but it kind of is. So that's how much water they're dealing with right now. People are being rescued from trees by helicopter, etc. Roads and bridges have washed away. People are without power. There's still 2 crazy big burning fires out there in the north part of the province. Please take a moment and listen. And I know, there's weather catastrophes everywhere. But please take a moment and send some love and energy to Nova Scotia. It's a little island or a little province, and they need some help. All right. There is so much going on in this crazy world we live in, particularly in U.S. politics. I gotta tell you, I'm not even sure where to start. But after careful consideration, I thought we would go from the stupid to the ridiculous and take a look at Marjorie Taylor Greene and what kind of trouble she has created for herself with that little stunt she pulled with the Hunter Biden pictures. This is a massive invasion of his privacy. He is not a politician. He's a private citizen. And he has every right to, be really angry with her and try to seek some form of, what's the word I want to say? Restitution. So let's take a look at Marjorie, and let's not forget the people, her own constituents, are planning on replacing her because they say she's not crazy enough. So, oopsie. Let's take a quick look at Marjorie Taylor Greene. I got cards flying all over the place here. Interesting. We've got the King of Pentacles, which, of course, is one of my cards for Donald Trump. So she is incredibly, incredibly beholden to him. And, really, she's just going to do whatever she can do to try to stay or get on his good side. Let's take a look, shall we? Marjorie Taylor Greene. Marjorie Taylor Greene result, Hunter Biden pictures. Marjorie Taylor Greene result, Hunter Biden pictures. Marjorie Taylor Greene result of Hunter Biden pictures. When it comes right down to it, I want to know if he's going to sue her. I mean, really, that's what I'm kind of looking for here. So what do we know now that we didn't know 30 seconds ago? Okay. All right. He started off with the Two of Pentacles. So what we've got here is somebody who is desperately trying to juggle and balance whatever resources she has. There is so much turbulence going on around her because she has created the turbulence. But she is finding herself a little bit off kilter or off balance. She doesn't seem to be able to create space where she can make an impact without coming across as completely deranged and stupid. So this is where she's at. I think she's frustrated. I think she's angry. But the overall energy, when I step into Marjorie Taylor Greene's energy, is just hate and shock. That's what her thing is. If she hates it or she hates you, she's going to go for the shock factor, because I guess she figures that's what going to get her views on wherever, clickbait, little segments on television. I'm not sure, but what is happening is she has started to sort of like spiral out of control. So what they're showing me is, for those of you who are old enough to remember Tops, the game, the toy that you push down and the thing went spinning, spinning, spinning. That's her. But as that top started to slow down, it would start to wobble. Remember? It wasn't really a circle anymore. It was kind of oblong and wobbled. That's exactly where she's at right now. She is off center. She's, and she's wobbling. She can't get her feet beneath her because every time she opens her mouth, she's creating more drama. Make no mistake. The GOP wishes, truly, I think I said that the last video about her, wishes that she would just sit down and shut up. But she's not going to do that because she is all about stirring things up and keeping everybody wound up and arguing and yelling and screaming. This stunt that she has pulled with Hunter Biden is putting her in a very, very precarious position. So what she did was she exposed something that shouldn't have been exposed. More importantly, it wasn't her right or her business to expose it. Every time you try to actually corner one of those members of that committee, they tell you they don't have any actual evidence. They just think it happened, or they think, there should be a problem. They can't find anything. But what she did was so far over the line. What is happening? Now, I know that Abby Lowell, who is Hunter Biden's lawyer, has sent a request to the Ethics Commission that they investigate. But it's more than that. There is more assessing going on by Abby Lowell and Hunter Biden, and honestly, in some cases, by the GOP. So this is the problem for the GOP. They have to hang on to her, even though she's causing trouble, because they need the votes. Simple as that. You're going to find herself in a position very soon where she's truly not going to know which way to turn as a result of the assessments that are going on around her. And one of the things that they're assessing is whether or not she should actually be sued by Hunter Biden. And it looks sort of like that's probably going to happen. So what we have here is we have the Four of Wands, which is about a community coming together. Well, the community that's coming together is everybody who is outraged by her behavior and her actions. It's insanity. It's going to bring him sort of a measure of emotional satisfaction and resolve But there's going to be a lot more exposure that comes out regarding Marjorie Taylor Greene and her behavior. What she did apparently was she sent that email, the picture of Hunter Biden in an email out. Well, that's a problem because that's like sending pornography, through the mail. And this is not going to work out well for her. She's got the death card. And, this is going to cause an ending for her. It is, I think that whatever respect she had is really, really dwindling. I mean, even they're saying even Matt Gaetz is sort of sidestepping away from her because she has become absolutely toxic, not only to the United States, but to the Republicans, right? I mean, she's just spiraling out of control. She will not be quiet. She cannot be contained. In some ways, her emotional IQ is very, very much like Trump's. She will say anything. She will do anything. She has no shame. She can't be controlled. She can't be corralled. She's just in it for her own gain and her own reasons. But she's going to find that behavior is going to actually get her into real trouble. We have the Nine the Nine of Wands here. And so she's going to find herself in a very, very defensive position and trying to justify truly, truly what is the undefensible. And we're ending with the Strength card, which is going to the strength of the investigations or, lawsuits, whatever unfolds. The strength is not going to be in her favor. It is going to be with Hunter Biden. And so Miss Marjorie should recognize, honestly, that in some ways she's kind of cooked her goose. I mean, she's really made it so that there isn't a graceful way for her out of this. And you know what? Just like Trump, when there's not a graceful way out, they double down, they yell and scream, they make all kinds of threats, they say stupid stuff. And she's honestly, I mean, it's almost impossible to think of her without thinking about, a half a dozen things that she's done that are just beyond the pale. So for Miss Marjorie, it looks like she's going to be in a little bit of trouble. I don't see it ending well for her. I do not see her being reelected. She's going to go down in disgrace. Seems sort of fitting to me. Take good care. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.